So we just had Benjamin Netanyahu's speech in the UN General Assembly here, and it was a very triumphant Israeli Prime Minister. He presented the same map this year as he did last year, a map that showed all of Israel's enemies around the Middle East. But this year he had a black marker pen that he ticked them all off with, saying how much Israel has destroyed or degraded Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis and the Iranians. A really defiant Netanyahu. He railed against critics who say that Israel is carrying out a genocide in Gaza and responsible for starving Palestinians. In that sense, he wasn't reading the room because, of course, an increasing number of UN member nations believe that this is a genocide happening in Gaza and have recognised a Palestinian state in the week or so before this event. But the room had actually emptied to a great extent before Netanyahu began speaking, with a mass walkout by diplomats and delegates. There was another audience that the Israeli Prime Minister was aiming towards, and that was the people of Gaza, because the Israelis set up huge speakers to broadcast his speech and hijack the phones of Palestinians in Gaza to relay the speech as it went out live. Really, though, this was aimed at just a one-man audience, and that's Donald Trump in the Oval Office in the White House, who would have been listening closely, because just after the speech was delivered, Donald Trump left the White House and said that he believed a deal in Gaza was going to happen, sounding very, very confident about its chances.
I think we have maybe a deal on Gaza, very close to a deal on Gaza. I think it's a deal that will get the hostages back. It's going to be a deal that will end the war. It's going to be a deal it's going to be peace. I think we have a deal. That'll be number 8, Peter, not there.
So that is putting enormous pressure on the Israeli Prime Minister as he heads towards Washington. He's going to be caught now between an American leader and his Arab allies who want to see the Gaza war come to an end. He wants the Israeli Prime Minister to agree to a ceasefire on American and other terms, and he's going to be caught between that and the far-right members of his government who want this war to carry on. It's going to be a crucially testing weekend for Benjamin Netanyahu.